So today we're going to talk about the Sony 14mm G Master 1.8 lens. This lens is my favorite go-to lenses for all my music videos. I will explain, I have a lot of footage to show you guys with this lens. But realistically, the 14mm, if you're shooting music videos, this is a lens you need to have. I normally carry the 14mm, the 24mm G Master 1.4 lens, and the 50mm Sigma 1.4 lens. I'm actually gonna get the 50mm 1.2 when I see it in stock. But for now, these two lenses are my go-to for music videos. But the 14mm is my favorite lens, especially if you're in LA. I'm gonna talk about it why later on in this video. But the other reason is, when I used to have the S1H, look at the difference of the 14 Sigma lens compared to Sony. This thing is massive. It's a lot bigger and it's a lot heavier. I mean, this honestly weighs like nothing compared to this. This thing is a boulder. Like, I mean, your biceps will pop just by filming with it. So let's talk about why I love this 14mm lens. Yeah, so we're gonna get straight to the Sony G Master 14mm 1.8 lens. I'm so lucky that when I went to the camera store, they had one left in stock. I can't tell you guys how happy I am. The 14mm Sony G Master lens is a lens that I highly recommend if you're shooting music videos. I don't know about anything else where this might come in clutch, but I'm gonna talk to you guys as far as experience with me and why I always have it in my camera bag, no matter what it is that I'm shooting, whether it's a wedding, whether it's a music video, especially music videos. Reason for that is when you're in Los Angeles, there's so many studios where you will end up shooting at, and the spaces might be small, they might be limited. And this is where the 14mm will bring out that location, make it look 10 times bigger, allow you to shoot in that area and give you some movement. Because if you're with a 24mm, which is kind of wide, but it's not really as wide as a 14mm, if you push out a little bit, you're not really gonna get too much separation, or you're not gonna make the space feel as big because of the movement that you have. The 14mm really comes in clutch when it comes to my sets, to my music videos. And also at 1.8 aperture, you can still get that creamy bokeh that we all love, and it's a great low light lens to have. Also, before we move forward, I do want to talk about this aperture ring that it has down here, where you're able to control it through here. So that is another benefit that this has over the Sigma 14mm. So that itself is another beautiful thing to have. I mean, I never use it, but you have that option. And also it has a click on and off on this G Master, and it also has a dial here that you can custom it to whatever it is that you decide, whether it's ISO, aperture, I mean whatever you want. I guess you can do it on this. I have yet to put anything on here, gotta figure this out. I might just do it after the video. So the Sony G Master 14 1.8 lens, the reason why I'm making this video is to show you guys how valuable it is. For example, I shot a music video in my studio and I have a tunnel. It's a black room and it's not as big. If you're to shoot it with a 24mm, it's literally like, you know, it's only so much you can push in before you really get close up on his face. However, with the 14mm lens, you're able to go all the way up to his face, but it still looks so wide. And then when you push all the way out, just the way it creates the image, the way the size is kind of warped, and just, I don't know, something about this image with the 14mm when you're pushing in these tunnels, or when you're in these type of areas, or you're super close in on an artist and you're pushing away, it just creates, it makes the space look bigger. It makes the edges look crazy. Like if, for example, if you were to shoot with the 14mm, let's say an artist, right? As a matter of fact, I do have a music video where I'll have the artist in the middle and I'm rotating 360 around him with a 14mm. The way it warps in the edges, it just looks really good. This 14mm allows you to get some shots that no other lens is gonna allow you to create. The low light on this is honestly valuable. I mean, 1.8, so you can definitely drop it down if you need that extra stop. It's not a 2.8, it's a 1.8, so that's a beautiful thing to have. The downfall to this lens is you can't put ND filters, but if you're shooting inside locations, that's not gonna matter. If you're shooting out and about, I think Sony, or I'm not sure if other third-party brands have it, but I think they make like an adapter that you're able to put behind the lens. I have not looked into that, but to be honest, I am going to, because I just love using this lens anywhere if I could. It's something about it, I'm telling you guys. The 14mm, I mean, hopefully with all the footage I'm providing you, you guys are able to see the sharpness, the image. If you guys are shooting music videos, especially in Los Angeles, I don't know about other states, I don't know about other areas, but in LA, if you guys were to shoot music videos and you guys were to book studios with artists, or the artist books a studio, and in the image it shows like it looks super big. You might end up in that studio and it might not look as big as you would like it to or you wish for it to be. So the 14 mil will help out in those situations. That is why I really wanted it, and when I finally saw it in stock, I had to grab it, I had to copy. I hope you guys saw how valuable the 14 mil lens is, how crucial it is to have. You just never know. I mean, it's not just music videos. For me, specifically music videos, it does come in clutch. But again, for example, even weddings, when you're shooting inside for a prep and you want the space to feel bigger, or you might not have the movement or like the space, this allows you to kind of move around, and also it creates the space to look bigger. You know, it's something about it. It gives you a whole different look when it comes to shooting the shot with the 14 mil lens compared to a 24 or a 20 mil. It's still not as wide. It still doesn't give you that image like a 14 mil, and it's sharp all around. It's super light, does not weigh anything. It's actually really small. Let's compare the two one last time before we finish this video off. I mean, yeah, this was kind of stupid. I should not took out the bottom, but just look at the difference. This thing is massive. It's not too much of a difference when it comes to the size right next to each other, but the bulkiness, the heaviness, I mean, that is one reason why I love Sony and why I'm really happy I switched to Sony, because now when I'm shooting videos, my biceps don't be hurting. Well, they never hurt, but it's just, I hate having this thing and shooting like 4 shots straight back to back with this lens, with the S1H that I used to have. It just weighed a ton and it just hurt me. Compared to this one, doesn't weigh anything. The A7S III doesn't weigh anything, and I just have fun shooting with this now. And it's a lens that I highly recommend. So if you guys like this video, drop it a like. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them below. That's pretty much it, guys. Catch you guys on the next one. Appreciate you guys. We hit 7,000 subscribers. I just checked a few days ago, so I'm super stoked. Let's keep the ball rolling. Appreciate you guys. Peace out.